Hello. I believe we're live.
Oh, man.
We're live at NAB 2025, Amaran booth, South Hall, under the Creator Lab sign.
It's actually the lower level, I was told.
I'm here with Matt Johnson. Often question that one might ask is, who is Matt Johnson?
Everybody asks who. They never ask how.
Well, you have whoismatt.com right there, so
Marketing.
You lean into it. Matt Johnson, let me ask you something. How you doing?
Not as sore as I usually am at this point of NAB. Usually my feet hurting more, and they ain't. So that's good.
Mine are sore. I have a list of questions that has been carefully crafted by, they say crafted?
Crafted.
They were crafted by experts in the asking questions field. However, I kind of feel like going a little bit off script with you today.
Love that.
How do you feel about that?
100%. I hate scripts.
Let's talk branding, Matt Johnson. You got this beard going on.
Yeah.
And I noticed your t-shirt has a logo with a beard going on. Do you feel, much like I'm sure Jared Poland feels, that the beard is just, it's you now will have to have the beard?
It's actually a point of strife in my marriage because my wife wants to see my chin again before she dies. Mm-hmm. That's what she keeps saying. And I'm like, well, on the deathbed, you get that razor, you just take it right off.
Video idea, title, This is Matt Johnson, and you shave.
Shoot.
So I mean, it's like a face reveal.
Get 1 million subscribers and the beard goes away.
Yeah.
Bum, bum, bum.
Then you got to change all your logos and whatnot.
I mean, I have like a little animated one that has a less beard, so we could just, modify that a little bit, AI it.
Next question. Why did you wear a blue shirt in front of a blue backdrop?
I wasn't told what to do.
Follow up. I was actually going down the elevator today in a blue shirt, and I said, that's not smart. And I went right back up the elevator because I was here yesterday, so I know what we're up against.
You knew. That's my issue, because I'll deal with my YouTube videos, and I'm like, oh, crap, I got a blue background. Why am I wearing a blue shirt? But then I'm already committed, so.
What is something in the content creation sphere
field
that you suck at?
My goodness.
Or that, you're just like, I'm trying to get better at this thing. Man, I got a long ways to go.
It's a long list, I look at your videos and I'm like, man, I could do a lot more dynamic range tests, but I don't feel like doing that.
I was thinking more like, I'm bad at thumbnails, or I wish I knew what videos to upload on a Tuesday, like that kind of thing.
That's also true. I'm also horrible at thumbnails, and it's usually like an afterthought. I'm like, oh crap, we'll just put my smiling face on there. I like how you do it, where it's just the camera and it's got a little purple accent, and
you don't have to have good ideas then,
That's all you need. Simple, easy, right. Undone.
If you had to pivot hard, and you weren't allowed to make any videos like what you make now, what sort of genre you find yourself in?
I watch, this is like you a little bit, because I watch a lot of gaming videos, and I'm like, oh man, I could get into that and just be yapping about ridiculous gaming controversies and fun. That could be a good time. Didn't you used to do League of Legends?
You wouldn't really play the games. You would just be like a reaction commentary kind of guy who just like stirring the pot.
That's the best part. Those are the fun channels.
I mean, you could get views. They'd be a lot of hate views, but you could totally get some traction,
Yeah, you did League of Legends, right? Back in the day?
Played it.
You played it, yeah. So I find some of your old gameplay, and I start critiquing it and roasting it.
It'd be easy to do.
And I was honestly, this could be an actual really good video idea that we make, of just looking at your old gameplay and critiquing it. No one in the video spill will care, no. But we'll know.
Did you play League?
I did not. But my brother-in-law had like 2,000 hours in Dota 2. So I understand the addiction and the trauma that comes from it, the mental trauma.
Such a toxic game. It's funny because we were playing it 13 years ago now, but it's still pretty active.
Yeah.
And so every year you probably go through like a 1 week period where you go like, should we give League a try again?
Should I download that? Maybe I'll download the client.
You're like, no, that's not good for anybody.
Start doing an upgrade. Never mind. Yeah.
I don't want to say it's your focus, but the driving force behind a lot of your content was, wedding filmmaking, right?
Yeah.
If you take a slouch like me, I don't shoot anything for anybody other than me for years.
Yeah.
And
you had to get a little defensive about that recently and all. It was a good time. I enjoyed those videos.
Yeah, it's like I'm not defensive of not doing client work, but I'm defensive of the notion that I can't use a camera.
Yeah. I know what I'm doing. I can tell you all the settings. Come on.
What's your what's your split on that? Are you still doing a lot of un-YouTube related wedding films?
Wedding stuff.
Yeah.
You understand this. Once you have a child, it's like, oh, wow, I have a lot less free time than I did before. So it's become definitely more of a balance of like, okay, I need to step back from some weddings, still do some, but not a ton, and then focus on YouTube, focus on the family, et cetera, et cetera. And it's a lot. but it's a good balance now.
How many do you get up to now on average, would you say?
4, 5, like
per
not
season?
a ton. Yeah, per season. Like it's not nearly where it was 30 or 40 a year.
Oh, well, that was going to be my next question, yeah.
Yeah.
30 or 40 a year, and you're not doing YouTube?
Yeah, that was pre-YouTube, just editing wedding videos all day.
I imagine that you're very selective now then with the ones that you choose to take on?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Are you more motivated with when you choose a wedding by the people, the price tag, or the quirkiness of it, because like the location or the concept or whatever?
Yeah. Well, it's all about people at the end of the day. Money's nice, don't get me wrong, but the people are what really make it. So I'm filming Kyle Meshna's wedding later this year, and he's like a fun YouTuber guy, and we were at some Nikon event, and he's like, I'm getting married next year. I'm like, who's filming your wedding? He's like, I don't have a videographer yet. And I was like, well, you do now. And then we shook hands on the spot right there. And now I'm going to Utah to film his wedding in a couple months.
Is he paying you?
Yeah, he's paying me. He's got YouTube money.
So related to that, obviously Kyle isn't a brother or a best friend from school or whatever. How do you feel about, that message where it's like, hey, we're getting married. Hey, you should shoot it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you have like a 0 policy on that kind of thing? Like,
no, I'll still do it. It's usually pretty fun, and it's usually pretty chill. Getting paid well enough is rougher, but usually I'll give a decent discount. I filmed my sister's wedding for free. I filmed 2 of her weddings for free.
Well, that's the thing. You can't charge a sister, but don't you also feel like, I don't want to shoot your wedding because I like get a professional to do that. I'm not a professional, I'm your brother. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, you are a professional wedding filmmaker, but in this case, it's like, can you be a professional or are you just a brother? You know what I mean? Like when you're there.
The tough part is that like I also didn't trust somebody doing a good enough job otherwise. And I was like,
fair.
No, like I know people that would do a great job, but they're way outside your budget. So just let me do it. I'd rather be there and film it and make it look good than be sitting there just, okay, all right, another wedding.
Well, that's good of you. You're a good brother then.
Yeah,
Did
I'm
you
a
get to
good
enjoy
guy.
the wedding?
I had to film I had to film her wedding twice because there was a COVID wedding, so they had like a small 20-person wedding, and the next day another one. This was in August for both of these weddings in Texas. It was so hot.
Were you in full mode, or were you also trying to be a guest?
Like I had a BTS shooter. I was like, we're doing this thing. We're making this is a full wedding video,
right.
Full normal wedding. Here we go. It was fun.
That's nice of you. Do you regret doing that? Do you wish you were just a guest?
Not at all. No, it was great. It was great fun. She loves the video. I like making it. Got some content out of it.
I think the case that fits better into what I was saying was when you're a basketball photographer and your friend knows you're a basketball photographer, but they know you own a camera because you're a basketball photographer.
Yeah.
And then they say, you should shoot my wedding because you know how to press buttons on a camera. And that's when you're like, dude, hire a wedding dude. Like,
here's a better context question. Like, if they ask me to do a wedding, I'm like, okay, well, maybe. But if it's like, hey, can you take like some family photos of us? And I'm like, no, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Can you take our baby photos? Definitely don't want to do that. No, I'm okay.
hire somebody that does that.
Yes. Hire someone else. Have I done it still? Yeah, I've still done it. Was I good at it? I don't know about that.
I've done like once or twice a friends and family engagement job or a new kid job.
Everybody's done it. You get asked. You're like, sure. Oh no, what have I said?
And you just, you take some nice pictures and you send them and you're like, I hope these are fine. And the reactions I got both times like, oh, these are great, because their expectation was nothing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I can do much better than nothing.
Yeah.
But if you have an expectation where you've been scrolling on like the greatest Instagram reels of like the best whatever, it's like, I don't know the tips and tricks of like what people, I don't know the trends. I don't know, like anything that's going on.
Sepia tone. I got to color sepia now. That's what they want. Okay, I don't know. Okay, let's do it.
Content direction for you, let's say, are you still digging it, or do you want to pivot it? I like to think of things like this as like a big ship, where you can't just like right angle a big ship. You got to slowly kind of like steer it into new waters.
I'm making gaming content now,
Yeah, exactly.
losers. Come on, follow this. Yeah, 100%. The thing is, I've been in the game for so long now. It's coming up on 10 years of wedding-specific content in later this year. And it's like I've already reached like a couple new generations of filmmakers. So the people watching me now are not the same people that were watching me like 8 years ago, 10 years ago.
So you're just making the same videos.
I can literally like make new videos that are the same stuff, because it's like, hey, this video did really well, but nobody watches it because it's several years old. So I go back like, all right, cool. Like, go back and do a dynamic range test again. All right, we'll check this out again. Yeah, look, it's totally different. No, it's the same. Oh, okay. Well, oh well.
I should try that. So you're happy where you are?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, doing great. It's been fun.
How's the kids?
Alive. I assume right now. My wife's watching them without me. I'm like, I have to go work here. She's like, is this work?
How old's the youngest one now?
2.
2. I thought they were close. Yeah, mine's 2.5.
Yeah, 2.5 basically. We're in the same boat of, oh, you're insane now. Okay, cool. And you can run. Okay, well, keep up.
But you've got 1 or 2 that are a little bit older, right?
Yeah.
So my 2.5-year-old is a little monster.
Yeah.
He's adorable. He's also going to be such a boy. He's giving me like serious, just like boy energy where I'm like, oh God.
Yeah. He wants you to like throw him and stuff like that. Whee! And you're like, oh wow, okay.
And because of that, I'm not taking responsibility for it, but we just heard from his school today that he's pushing other kids.
Oh, you got the bully son?
Yeah.
Oh, dang.
No, he's so young that like it's not something you go crazy about. Like but it's like, what are you doing? Like what are you pushing other kids for? Like
did we raise you like where did you get this?
And if anything, he's so sweet and gentle that I think he's just going through a phase where just like everything's a phase with him.
Hey, the good news is the only worst thing that is if they're a biter. There's always like the one kid that like bites other kids, so you're doing good there. You don't have a bite.
As far as I know, he hasn't bit other kids, but like 6 months ago, every time he would bite us, like if you pick him up like this, and he just like bite you on the neck, and you're like, wow, what are you doing?
Vampire child.
He's a monster.
Love that.
He's an absolute monster.
Yeah, that's how little boys are. Yeah, it's great.
The funny thing is, he's so sweet, and so cute, and so clever and innocent and everything like that. And then he'll just giggle and just do some like terrible stuff, and you're like.
Yeah, my 2-year-old will slap me in the face and laugh and like, I love you, Daddy. And I'm like, okay, you're not showing it well. It's a little violent, actually. It hurts. Okay.
And if you go stern with them, then they think it's funnier because you're like, you're giving attention to it.
Good, yeah. And you're like, no, like, quit doing that. Dang it. Okay, yeah. Parenting's rough. It's fun, but it's weird.
Awkward segue.
Love that.
Do you know anything about this?
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, so this is Amaran is putting this on, so I figure I should talk about some Amaran products.
I think this is a great segue. This is not awkward at all.
Let me ask you a question. Do you have an iPhone by chance?
Right here?
So this right here, this is that whole MagSafe action, right?
Oh.
Give that a little MagSafe.
Well, MagSafe.
Bam.
Tap there on the back.
See how it's right there?
Look at that.
Unfold it like a little compact.
Oh.
Give it a little squeeze.
There we go. There we go. Look at that.
Now, yeah, you can flick it all the way up.
Oh, all the way.
Now, there's a little button or a switch on the bottom.
And I got a mirror back here too, so I can look at that.
Yeah, you can do a little mirror. And now look,
great.
Show the people what's going on up here now.
Oh shoot! Now we got the front light.
You want to do a little, add a little light into the situation for a little selfie filming?
That's nice.
A little bicolor.
Like that. That's very nice.
Adjustable.
Bicolor. TCLI 100. Love it. We make no claims.
Didn't claim that.
No claims to that.
And there is. You pointed out the mirror. There's a button on the side you can press, or I think it's on the bottom actually. Maybe.
Yes.
It switches the light to over here.
Oh shoot! It's on the back now.
So now, if you gotta, check to see if you got any boogers or something stuck in your teeth or whatever.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
So you do that first, then you press the button, and then you're rolling.
I'm taking this home for my children. They're gonna love that.
And you could basically do your wedding films with that. Matt Johnson, everybody, thanks for being on, Matt.
Loved it.
Appreciate it.
Glad to be here.
I like this a little bit more chill energy. I like it. That's why I have Matt Johnson on once in a while when you gotta just relax.
I haven't been invited to the studio yet, but also I've never been to Toronto. So
I was gonna say you're invited. You just actually have to come all the way up to Canada. From Tejas.
It's a bit of a drive.
Yeah.
/flight.
I've done that drive. Took me 4 days.
I ain't doing that. No.
No.
I'll fly to see you. Great.
All right. Thanks, Matt.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.